Stand by for action.
Morning, we're at Norley today, Mr. Holloway, and lovely. Where is he? Or is he disappeared?
He's gone to look
Is
at the track again.
it?
What? Because it might have changed.
Yeah. I never look. I just go around on the first lap. I do.
We walked it once, but you went to have a look.
Well, that must mean there's something dodgy out there. Anyway, we're at Norley today. I do like this track. Quite sandy. It's going to be damage limitation today though. I'm still suffering with my leg from last week. I took a bit of a tumble over the bars, all the top of my thighs, like dead leg and pins and needles type of feeling. So, and it's a nice colour, isn't it, Mrs. Minihane?
Oh, it's a beautiful colour.
It's
Purple and
yes,
black. My
purple and
favourite.
black. It did a good job of it, and I got a strain on my right wrist as well. No, that's from work. So it's just going to be get through it because I've got 6 races today, 2 championship classes, amateur and the vets. So busy day. Anyway, we'll just go and sign on, and we'll show you a bit of our day. Enjoying the wedding, Mrs. Minihane? So we've done our first 2 races. Vets, very disappointing, took it far too cautiously. Probably playing on my mind last week's crash, and I know the 3 main spots I need to pull it out. So I finished 12th in that one. My lap time was way slower than I'd normally do here. Same in the Judy, but I did get real bad arm pump and I could hardly clear it by the time the next race I did. 16th in that one.
16.
really enjoyed the track. It was very, very tough. 6 races today, probably reflected on my results in the vets. I got 5th overall, I didn't believe. Did I miss something again?
Yes.
Because I say, I literally was doing the vets race. There was one race between me and that one, and then I was back out on track. And then there was 2 or 3 races, and then I was back out for a vets race. So, and it was, as you've probably seen from the footage, very, very rough indeed. Proper good sand, proper scramble track. Anyway, I did a bit of spiel after the first block. Second block, I had a, what results did I have in that one, Mrs. Minnie? In the second block?
First was 12 and 16. The second one was a 9th place and a 10th place.
10th place, but I was a little bit higher up at that 9th. Was that the 9th in the vets? But obviously they'd split the group, so I was a little bit higher up in my group.
Because the first round you had a 12th and a 16th. Second round you had a 9th and a 10th.
Yes, so that wasn't too bad. Was that the one when Matt
Showing
nearly
improvement.
was the second race of that one when Matt was on the inside of me, nearly overshot the turn, so I didn't get a good start, I think, in that one.
You didn't have as good a start.
No, but we pulled our way up through.
Yeah.
And I rode better the first race, and I always do it, practice and first race. I'm a bit lackadaisical, I think would be the term.
Although you did have a good start.
Yeah, my starts this year, all this year. That
Consistently much better than last year.
yes.
Already.
The 2025 450 Honda is phenomenal out of the gate. I don't think I've been out of the first, unless I've had somebody stopping me on the or getting involved with me off the gate or something. I think I've been in the first 3 or 4 every time I've hit the first turn this year, haven't I, Miss Minnie? So pleased with that. Also in the amateur race, then got another good start, and then we went into the second turn and 2 riders collided. I think that put me into 3rd place for a bit, but I've literally, as I say, had 1 race break, so I faded to whatever it was in that one. Was it 10th in that one? And that was a good.
But that was a good response.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an amateur race. Jeez, there was some of them
There's not
kids.
many amateurs.
Yeah, they were screaming round that track. I thought I was in a Dutch Masters Sand Championship. They were flipping.
There was a group of 6.
Yeah, they were really quick.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm very pleased with my day's riding because it was deep sand, lots of ruts, so absolutely horrible for me normally. But really good. I enjoyed it. Anyway, the 3rd race of the vets got a good start, I think, in that one, and then got a bit squirrely coming out the first turn, and then the guy, I think when we went into the 3rd turn, got a bit offline, and I hit his back wheel, and I thought I was going to go down actually because I couldn't get my foot to the ground, and it was on a bit of a cambered hill, but managed to get going. I was right towards the back. Anyway, pulled up through to that one. Where was the finishing that one in the last race to the vets, Miss Minnie?
I believe you had another 9th.
Another 9th, and then obviously the groups were split.
Yeah.
And that gave me 5th overall in the vets.
Yeah, when I say 9th, that was out of the A's and the B's.
Yeah. Now, I was kind of like dreading today because I was still, my leg was killing me this morning from the big crash last week. And at the minute, the pins and needles seems to have subsided a bit and the pain isn't as bad, so that the riding has done me some good today. Third race of the amateurs, there was a guy on the inside, I don't know if it was 888. He was going to go through the first turn to the moon. He just wasn't going to even make the turn, and of course I was on the outside of him, so I got took really wide in the first turn, and then something else happened and blah blah blah, and So that was a tough old race, but again I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a real frantic pace, proper good old-fashioned scrambling racing. So it'll be interesting to see how the championships are stacking up, and I've got double championship classes next week as well, so another 6 races on the Sunday, and it's a bank holiday weekend, and then I've just got the 1 championship class on the Monday. So busy old weekend next weekend, but well done to the club. We finished very early. Track was fantastic. Alright, results weren't brilliant. It was brutal to ride, but I loved it. It was great fun. Really, really challenging, technical, gnarly, everything. So there you go. What do you reckon, Mrs. Miniam?
No, it's good. You were enjoying yourself.
Yes,
What
yes.
more what better way to spend a Sunday?
Yes, so apart from now, we're going to unload everything and go to the pub for Sunday dinner and beer. Because we've earned it today, and I've swallowed half the track. Anyway, I should have said at the beginning, please like and subscribe the video if you've enjoyed it. We'll try and get, because I seem to be doing so, the whole day seems to be, I'm trying to put a bit more chat in between. Obviously you've got a lot of music video and some subtitles showing you a bit of the action. We will get there eventually. Anyway, it's goodbye for me.
And it's goodbye for me.
So we will see you all later, you mucky lot. Bye bye.